Hello everyone, this is Meera Gupta. In today's video, I am going to cover the second chapter named The Tiger King from class 12th Vista's book. In this video, I will also end up the story. So, before moving ahead, let us recall the previous story. In previous video, we had read that Maharaja Jilani Jangjang Bahadur was very successful in killing 70 tigers. But at sudden, a hurdle came into his mission as there were no more tigers left in Pratibandhpuram. Now, the king ordered Diwan to find out the most suitable girl for him from the state which had large number of tigers. The minister followed the order and he found the right girl from the state which had a large number of tigers. And the king got married. Whenever the king visited his father in law, he would kill 5 or 6 tigers in the kingdom, and in this way, he had killed 99 tigers. And the skin of the tigers were decorated the walls of the palace of Pratibandhpuram. Now, let us move towards the fifth part of the story. Going to read para 29. Listen it carefully. The Maharaja's anxiety reached a fever pitch when there remained just one tiger to achieve his tally of 100. Fever pitch means extreme, and anxiety means curiosity, and tally means count or total. Now listen the explanation. As the Maharaja has killed 99 tigers, he was to kill just one more tiger, complete his total of 100 tigers. He became very anxious and very curious to kill the 100 tiger. Now see para 30. He had this one thought during the day and the same dreamed at night. By this time, the tiger's farms had run dry even in his father-in-law's kingdom. It became impossible to locate tigers anywhere. Yet, only one more was needed. If he could kill just that one single beast, the Maharaja would have no fears left. He could give up tigers hunting altogether. Now, listen the explanation. What happened then? All through the day and night, he kept on dreaming of killing the 100 tiger. The tiger population in the kingdoms of father-in-laws had also finished. He could not find a single tiger anywhere. The king was very desperate for one single tiger that he could hunt, after which he would give up hunting as he would not fear tigers any longer. Means his mission was only to kill the last and the only 100 tiger to fulfill his aim, or to fulfill the to just make the astrology wrong. Now see para 39. But he had to be extremely careful with that last tiger. What had the late chief astrologer said? Even after killing 99 tigers, the Maharaja should be aware of 100 tigers. True enough, the tiger was a savage beast after all. One had to be wary of it. But where was that 100 tiger to be found? It seemed easier to find tiger's milk than a live tiger. Savage means uncontrolled and wary means be cautious. Now listen the explanation. He has reminded of the late astrologer's words that he was supposed to be very careful with the 100 tiger that he hunted, and the king agreed that tigers were uncontrolled animals and so he had to be cautious of it. But he was not able to find the 100 tiger that he could kill. The writer again creates humor by saying that it was easier to find tiger's milk in the kingdom rather than an alive tiger. Now see para 32. Thus, the Maharaja was sunk in gloom, but soon came the happy news which displayed that gloom. In his own state, sheep began to disappear frequently from the hillside village. Gloom means sadness and displayed means removed. It was first that this was not the work of Kadar Main Sahab or the Virasamy Naikar, both famed for their ability to swallow sheep whole. Now, surely a tiger was at work. The villagers ran to inform the Maharaja. The Maharaja announced a 3-year exemption from all taxes for that village and set out on the hunt at once. Exemption means freedom. Now, see the explanation. This made the king very sad. His sadness came to an end when he got the news that in a hillside village, sheep was disappearing very fast. There were two people in the kingdom, Kadar Main Sahab and the Virasamy Nakar, who could swallow whole sheep as this was not their job. So it was calculated that there was a tiger at work. The villagers were very excited and they informed the king about it. The Maharaja was so happy that he exempted the villagers from all taxes for 3 years and set out to hunt that tiger. Now, para 33. The tiger was not easily found. It seemed as if it had wantonly hid itself in order to flout the Maharaja's will. Wantonly means carelessly. Flout means to go against something or someone. The Maharaja was equally determined. He refused to leave the forest until the tiger was found. As the day passed, the Maharaja's fury and obstinacy mounted alarmingly. Many officers lost their jobs. Fury means anger, and obstinacy means firmness, and mounted means increased. Now, listen the explanation. The king could not locate the tiger easily, and it seemed as if the tiger was hidden in the order to go against the king's desire of killing the tiger. But the king was very determined. He did not leave the forest until he would find the tiger. With the passing days, he became very angry and was firm to kill the tiger. In his anger, he removed many officers from his kingdom. Many officers just lost their job because of king's anger, because they were unable to find out that tiger. Now, para 34. One day, when his rage was at its height, the Maharaja called the Diwan and ordered him to double the land tax forthwith. Rage means anger. The people will become discontent. Then our state too will fall a prey to the Indian National Congress. Discontented means unhappy. Now listen the explanation. One day in his fury he called the minister and ordered him to increase the land tax to double. He felt that by doing this the people would become unhappy and his kingdom would become a part of the Indian National Congress. There were hurdle among the people. Now see para 35. In that case, you may resign from your post, said the king. The Diwan went home convinced that if the Maharaja did not find the tiger soon, the result could be catastrophic. He felt left returning to him only when he saw the tiger which had been brought from the People's Park in the Madras and kept hidden in the house. Catastrophe means causing sudden great damage or suffering. Now listen the explanation. By doing so, the minister would also resign from his post. This was the king's way of threatening the minister. The minister realized that the king was very angry and he thought that if the tiger was not found soon, it could lead to destruction. The minister found that the tiger that had been brought from the People's Park in Madras was hidden in his house. He felt relieved. Means suddenly he recalled that one tiger is hidden in his house. See para 36. At midnight, when the town slept in peace, the Diwan and his aged wife dragged the tiger to the car and sewed it into the seat. The Diwan himself drove the car straight to the forest where the Maharaja was hunting. When they reached the forest, the tiger launched its satyagraha and refused to get out of the car. The Diwan was thoroughly exhausted in his efforts to haul the beast out of the car and push it down to the ground. Haul means to pull or drag with effort or force. Now listen to explanation. The minister, along with his wife, pulled the tiger into his car and drove the car to the forest where the Maharaja was hunting. The tiger did not come out of the car, and the minister had a tough time pushing the tiger out of the car into the forest. Now, para 37. On the following day, the same old tiger wandered into the Maharaja's presence and stood as if in humble supplication. Master, what do you command of me? It was with the boundless joy that the Maharaja took careful aim at the beast. The tiger fell in the crumbled heap. Supplication means pray. Now listen to explanation. The next day, the same tiger was spotted by the Maharaja. He was very happy to see the 100 tiger and he aimed at the tiger. The tiger fell down as if it had been shot dead by the king. He was overjoyed. The king was overjoyed to have killed the 100 tiger and had fulfilled his vow. The king thought that he had killed the last one tiger. Now see para 38. I have killed the 100 tiger. My vow has been fulfilled. The Maharaja was overcome with elation. Ordering the tiger to be brought to the capital in the grand procession, the Maharaja hastened away in his car. Elation means joy and procession means parade. Explanation. Listen it. The king was happy to have killed the 100 tiger. He ordered that the tigers should be brought to the capital in a grand procession and went away in his car. Para 39. After the Maharaja left, the hunters went to take a closer look at the tiger. The tiger looked back at them, rolling its eyes in a bafflement. The men realized that the tiger was not dead. The bullet had missed it. It had fainted from the shock of the bullet whistling past. The hunters wondered what they should do. They decided that the Maharaja must not come to know that he had missed his target. If he did, they could lose their job. One of the hunters took aim from the distance of 1 foot and shot the tiger. This time he killed it without missing his mark. Bafflement means confusion. Now listen the explanation. After the king had left, the hunters took a close look at the tigers and saw that it was alive. They realized that the king bullet had missed the tiger. The tiger had nearly fainted due to the shock as the bullet had passed close to it. Means he was not dead at that time. He was fainted only because of the sound of the bullet. The hunters were confused what to do, and so one of them aimed at the tiger, and the tiger was finally dead. Now see para 40. Then, as commanded by the king, the dead tiger was taken in procession through the town and buried. A tomb was erected over it. Now listen to the explanation. After that, the hunters followed the king's orders and took the dead tigers to the town in a grand procession. It was buried and a beautiful tomb was erected on the tiger's grave. Now, para 40. A few days later, the Maharaja's son's third birthday was celebrated. Until then, the Maharaja had given his entire mind over the tiger hunting. He had had no time to spare for the crown prince. But now the king turned his attention to the child. He wished to give him some special gift on his birthday. He went to the shopping center in Pratibandpuram and searched every shop but couldn't find anything suitable. Finally, he spotted a wooden tiger in a toy shop and decided it was the perfect gift. Now listen to the explanation. After a few days, the Maharaja's son's third birthday was celebrated. Till that time, the king had been so engrossed in the tiger's hunting that he had never spent any time with his family. Now, as he had fulfilled his vow of killing 100 tigers, he gave his attention to his child. King Zangjang Bahadur wanted to give a special gift to his son on his birthday, and so he went to the shopping center in Pratibandpuram. He searched every shop but couldn't find any suitable gift for his son. Finally, he saw a wooden tiger in a toy shop and considered it to be the perfect gift. See para 41. The wooden tigers cost only 2 annas and a quarter, but the shopkeeper knew that if he quoted such a low price to the Maharaja, he would be punished under the rules of the emergency. So he said, Your Majesty, this is an extremely rare example of craftsmanship, a bargain at 300 rupees. Annas means currency used in the old times. 1 anna equal to 1 upon 16 rupees. Okay. Now see the explanation. The wooden tiger cost only 2 and a quarter annas, but the shopkeeper knew that if he quoted such a low price to the king, he would punish him. So the shop owner told the king that the wooden tiger was a perfect example of craftsmanship and that it cost a mere 300 rupees. Now he changed the price of that wooden tiger. Now see para 42. Very good. Let this be your offering to the crown prince on his birthday, said the king and took it away with him. On that day, father and son played with that tiny little wooden tiger. It had been carved by an unskilled carpenter. Its surface was rough, tiny slivers of wood stood up like quills all over it. One of those slivers pierced the Maharaja's right hand. He pulled it out with his left hand and continued to play with the prince. Now see the explanation. The king was very happy and he said that this was the shop owner's gift to the crown prince. Means he didn't pay any money, any annas to that shopkeeper. He took the tiger with him. The king and his son played with the wooden tiger. The tiger had been made by an unskilled carpenter and it had tiny shavings of wood breaking out of it. One of the shavings pierced the Maharaja's right hand. You can see here in the image that one of the shavings pierced the Maharaja's right hand and the Maharaja pulled it out and continued to play with the prince. Means at that time the Raja was not worried about it because he thought that he pulled out the shivering from his hand. Now see para 43. The next day, infection flared in the Maharaja's right hand. In 4 days, it developed into a separating sore which spread all over the arm. Separating means a wound or pull of pus. Sore means painful inflammations. Now listen the explanation. The next day, there was lot of infection in the Maharaja's right hand due to that saving up wood that had pressed his hand. In a period of 4 days, the infection turned into a wound full of pus and spread all over the king's right arm. Para 44. Three famous surgeons were brought it from Madras. After holding a consultation, they decided to operate. The operation took place. The three surgeons who performed it came out of the theatre and announced, "The operation was successful. The Maharaja is dead." In this manner, the 100 tiger took its final revenge upon the Tiger King. Means that wooden tiger took the revenge, and that wooden tiger killed the Maharaja. He was the cause of the death of Maharaja. Okay. So here in this way we have that this listen the explanation. Three famous surgeons were called from the Madras and they decided to operate upon the king. After the operation, the surgeons came out of the theatre and said that the operation was successful and the Maharaja was dead. Means it is a very weird thing that they said that the operation was successful and the Maharaja is dead. Now here you can see the end of the story. Here, the surgeon's words are contradictory because if the king died, it meant that the operation was unsuccessful. Whereas they said that it was successful. Actually, they were supporting the words of the astrologer. Means when the operation would be successful, when that operation saved the life of man. But here the opposite thing happened. The king was dead, and instead of his death, the surgeons told everyone that the operation is successful. Why? Because they were supporting the words of the astrologer. The wooden tiger was the 100 tiger that had killed the king Jung Bahadur and thus made the astrologer's prediction true. So, in this manner, the 100 tiger took revenge upon the tiger king and killed him. So, in this way, the story is end up here. Finally, in actual, the king was dead by the 100 tiger and the prophecy of the astrologer came true. Okay, so here we have end of our story, and you can say that what is looted cannot be blotted. Okay, we have end up our story here, and the question answer will be discussed in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, have a nice day.